Well, if I'm going to be truthful, I'd have to say I don't know, wouldn't I?
What happens when we die? I have no clue what happens when we die.
I don't know.
The $1,000,000 question, really.
Usual Buddhist answer to this is you'll soon find out.
But I do know something about it.
I've got an inkling.
What people have is beliefs.
And some religions seem to be very sure of that.
So they think that you go on forever in heaven or hell.
But, of course, we don't really know. We can only speculate.
You think that at the end, that's it, nothing.
I mean, the Buddha did talk about something continuing after death.
What we've got now is a kind of materialist, nihilist belief that when you die, that's it, the end. But that is a belief, it's not a fact.
It would be good to remain at least open-minded that there might be something after death.
What Buddhism does say...
If we don't remain open-minded, if you're convinced that death is the end...
Well, I suppose what it says is something like...
Then I think that changes what you will imagine enlightenment to be. It changes the nature of the goal.
Life isn't everything.
Of course, it is said at the point of death that immediately what happens is that you're confronted by reality.
It's usually put so slightly technically that there is continuance, but no thing continues. In fact, how good that is.
So far as I'm concerned, I like to regard death as the great adventure.
Well, my sense is that death isn't the end.
There's some kind of continuation.
Well, I mean, what the Buddha seems to suggest is at the point of death, consciousness is released from the body.
But then I don't actually know what that means and what happens next.
Something much more mysterious is going on, and you need a mind of wisdom to see what that is.
If I look back over my life, I would say that the main project in my life, although I wouldn't have thought this consciously before, but I'm beginning to see it more and more now, that the main project in my life is to prepare for death.
I think what I do know, I've been around, since I was very young, I've been around people in death.
And what that means to me is preparing for the great adventure.
It seems utterly clear to me that whatever else goes on, there is a deep, deep letting go.
So the way you prepare for that is to try as much as you possibly can to be open to new experience.
Because one day I'm going to have to give up this body, I'm going to have to give up life itself, whether I'm ready or not.
When the Buddha set off on his quest to become enlightened, he wanted an answer to the problem of death.
But I can imagine that one has to therefore befriend terror.
And he, when he became enlightened, said that the deathless had been attained.
It's almost as if you've got the two fires, one of eternal life in heaven or in hell, or eternal reincarnation.
In a way, I don't worry about what happens when I die.
And then you've got the fire of, nihilism, despair, nothing before death, nothing before life, nothing after death.
But I do worry, I do concern myself with what state my consciousness is going to be in at the moment of death.
Above that is a star. Above and beyond those two fires is a star. And that's the Buddha's middle way.
It does matter to me what state of mind I'll be in at the point of death, because I feel that will have some kind of impact on what happens next, whatever that is.